And we're back. I'm Truman.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is Becoming Saiyans, a Dragon Ball Rewatch podcast. On today's episode, we watch episodes 102 and 103, titled Enter King Piccolo and Tambourine Attacks. Enter King Piccolo came out in Japan on February 24th, 1988, and in America on September 1st, 2003. Whereas the second episode, Tambourine Attacks, came out in Japan on March 2nd, 1988, and then September 2nd, 2003. Jumping into differences from the manga and trivia, we have differences from the manga. Due to the changes involving Krillin's death, Master Roshi and the others arrive after Goku, as opposed to just seconds, like it was in the manga. Yeah. Goku calls for the flying Nimbus just as he's leaving the waiting area and flies off while checking the dragon radar. Here that's how it is in the manga. In the anime, he runs a little bit further while thinking about Krillin, and then reaches a cliff, and that's when he changes. Turtle is not shown arriving a while after the others to the scene of Krillin's death in the manga. He isn't shown in the manga version of the scene at all. Turtle just who's Turtle? Master Roshi's story about King Piccolo and his demon clan terrorizing the world is expanded upon, showing all of the carnage and everything. It also adds that Spawn attacked and killed every one of Master Mutaito's disciples except for Roshi and Shin, and them only being able to destroy the remaining creatures, and then everything that happened there. That's all expanded upon. The Master Roshi and many Master Shin went down a path of evil, was added to the anime. And due to Master Shin having left after King Piccolo's initial attack, he was not present for Master Mutaito's death in the anime, while he was there in the manga. King Piccolo and his kind have 5 fingers in the anime, but 4 in the manga. King Piccolo asking for Tamborine's whereabouts and Mai bringing it up is not in the manga. When destroying the jar, King Piccolo voices displeasure for martial artists. In the anime, he just thinks it to himself. The World Tournament's announcer's line of how King Piccolo can track down his enemies with the tournament register was given to Yamcha in the anime. Trivia, though, is Launch is shown crying, even though she's her blonde form, so she must like people now. When everyone is rushing to catch up with Goku at the beginning of the episode, Master Roshi can be seen without his glasses or sunglasses, but once he's there, the frame and one earpiece of the glasses can be seen from behind him. The Japanese version, this was the first episode to feature the second and final opening, as well as the third ending. Because the clean versions no longer exist, Funimation does not use them. We just have the same one the whole time. The 7th music package by Shunsuke Kikuchi, I think is how you say it. This is where they start. 2 of King Piccolo's offspring from Master Roshi's flashback resemble Tambourine and the yet-to-be-introduced other character. This is despite the fact that after his return, King Piccolo only saw fit to bring back that one specifically to find the Dragon Balls. The former demon from the flashback also appears to have lighter skin than Tambourine himself. In the Japanese version, when Master Mutaito leaves Roshi and Shin, Roshi tells Shin that the Master said he'd return. The English versions rewrote this to him leaving out of disgrace. Despite not being present for his master's death in the anime version, and probably not knowing about the containment stuff, Chiatsu's line about Master Shin possibly finding the electric jar was still there. Jumping into the second episode, differences from the manga is Piccolo, the 5 in the anime, 4 in the manga with the fingers. Tambourine's flashback to how he killed Krillin isn't in the manga. In the manga, Tambourine kicks Goku off the Nimbus Cloud after dodging his first punch, while in the anime he evades several strikes before catching him and kicking him off. The scene of Roshi determining how Krillin was killed isn't in the manga. Goku and Tambourine's fight is expanded upon, as you know, as normal. And then in the manga, after his first hit on Goku, Tambourine blows up the Nimbus Cloud and then smashes him into the ground, leaving him for dead. Roshi reiterating that Piccolo's rule will leave no one spared, as well as the accompanying visuals aren't in the manga. Launch lamenting over Krillin is not in the manga. Pilaf commenting on Piccolo's appearance and backpedaling over it, not in the manga. Tambourine does not depart from the ship until after Symbol is born in the manga, whereas here he leaves to kill him not long after reporting to Piccolo. Symbol's another henchman that Piccolo has.
Yeah, I figured that was probably the case.
Tambourine's killing of King Choppa and Pomput were not in the manga. In the aforementioned version, there is a scene where he spies Nam's picture and address, implying that the latter was his first victim. This does not occur in the anime due to the changes regarding Tambourine's departure. In the English recap, the narrator calls King Piccolo an angel or an alien, something that wouldn't be revealed until way later. But like, duh, he looks like a classic alien.
Yeah.
The original flying Nimbus is destroyed for good in this episode. Some of King Piccolo's spawn and Roshi's hypothetical scenario resemble the demons from Lucifer's army, which I also kind of thought a little bit. But, I mean, it's also just partly because, you know, you only can do so much with, like, demon-looking monsters. Like, the thing looks like a thing, you know? But that's all we have for trivia and differences, Jesse. So, previously on Dragon Ball, Krillin is dead, and Goku finds him and then rushes off in a rage to pursue the person who killed him, chasing the Dragon Ball, of course. After he has left, Roshi figures out that maybe, like, tries to put the pieces together that, like, this is a guy that he knows from his past, named King Piccolo, who attacked the world, you know, years and years ago, and almost ruled the entire world before Roshi and Shin's previous master Mutaita, was able to trap him inside of a rice container. And because of that, Master Mutaito passed away, and the world was saved. But luckily, our favorite bad guys, Emperor Pilaf, Mei, and Shu, were able to bring him back, and now we're dealing with this. And we come to find out in the second episode, and also part of the first episode, that King Piccolo is not a fan of martial artists, because he blames martial artists for being the ones that trapped him. So his first step before gathering the Dragon Balls and wishing for eternal youth is to kill every major martial artist, so he won't have to worry about it this time. And with that, Goku and Tambourine, which is one of King Piccolo's henchmen, fight, leaving Goku for dead. And Tambourine kills King Choppa and Pomput. And that's what you missed on Dragon Ball. Jesse, go for it.
Great first 2 episodes to get us into a nice, good arc, I guess. This is the final arc. I think the final arc you said is like the final tournament after this.
This is the penultimate arc.
Yeah. This is the one that basically sets up why Goku's strong enough to win the next martial arts tournament, which I think we established at the end of this last one.
Yeah. I'm also a fan of these episodes. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. Been dealing with some allergies this week. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of these episodes. I think they do a good job of setting up the threat of Piccolo and of his goons. Especially seeing that, like, Master Roshi has fought them before, and seeing how much of a problem they were before, and that they killed maybe the 4th strongest person on the planet.
It's the fact of, like, seeing how, like, shell-shocked Master Roshi is just talking about, like, fighting him the first time. You're like, oh. And then you see how old King Piccolo is, and you're like, okay. It's not, like, as bad as it could be, and then it's like, okay, we can't let him get the Dragon Ball, because then it is as bad as it could be, because he wants eternal youth.
He's past his prime at this point, but if he gets the Dragon Balls and wishes for eternal youth, well, we're in for a problem.
I do find it interesting to learn that, like, the special magical containment box, unlike some other magical containment boxes, does keep the flow of time happening while you're inside of it. So it means he felt every excruciating year that has passed, which is probably also why he's so much super mega angry about everything.
Yeah,
like it is definitely feeding into why he's so mad.
So Jesse, what going back to how we were talking previously, how you recognize the name Piccolo, did you recognize the face Piccolo, Jesse?
I mean, not the old man face.
Yeah.
But I will admit, I did Google. I kind of spoiled for myself because I was trying to Google the voice actor because I know this voice actor. Obviously, it's Christopher Sabat.
Yeah, Christopher Sabat.
He voices All Might. He voices Vegeta, who's also in they all popped up on the same thing.
Yeah.
And he voices Yami from Black Clover, which is one I have watched. I don't think Truman's ever watched it.
I've never watched Black Clover.
It's a good one.
But it's on a list of ones. He also voices a character in Attack on Titan that we've been watching. That old scout commander. So.
He's one of those voice actors that like Crunchyroll / Funimation, especially Funimation, for a lot of this brought in early, and he's just kind of stuck around because he's just really good. He's really good at filling an archetype.
Yeah.
And that archetype is wise, really strong guy.
Yeah.
So kind of surprised to see him be at least a bad guy for now.
Yeah.
Because I kind of spoiled myself on that. But also that was my guess. I was well, either we get another Piccolo to show up, or this is the Piccolo that I know.
Yeah.
Coming down the line at some point.
I mean, we don't know.
I don't know how we get there.
Yeah. The journey is the destination.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to get to that point, but when I was trying to look it up, a picture of Piccolo I knew showed up as I was typing in King Piccolo voice actor. So I spoiled myself on that. But it'll be fun to see how we get there. Yeah. Certainly it seems like right now, at least, it's going to be interesting to see how he stops being such a angry bad guy.
Yeah. My favorite, or one of my parts here that I thought was really good as far as talking about what these episodes are able to do, is it immediately sets the stakes. We're dealing with Piccolo, and this guy King Piccolo is bad news for everybody.
Yeah. The entire first episode is just Goku catching up to Tambourine, and as Goku gets closer and closer, building the stakes of oh, okay, well, Goku might have this. And then Roshi's I don't know, man, Goku might not have this. And you're okay, maybe Goku doesn't have this. And Roshi's yeah, this man almost killed me. Yeah. It's oh,
and Shin, and killed my master.
And and ended up being the cause of death for my master.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're dealing with someone who's really strong, because he almost killed Prime Roshi.
Yeah.
And we know what Roshi's capable of now. And people in that subgenre of that age of character in this universe. So almost killing 3 of those on top of all the other students, and we're kind of assuming that Roshi and Sin were the top students.
Yeah.
That's probably why they didn't die first.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Yeah. But you still kill people of that comparable type strength, training under the same master. You kill all but 2 and the master. You're a problem.
And another thing with it is all that the stakes that also make this more challenging is Krillin is dead. He's completely off the table. Which that happened at the end of the last episode, or the end of the last arc. But it carries over immediately into this arc as well.
It is the main.
It's going into this new movie.
It is the motivation
of
what's going to happen in this arc. It's very obvious. It's the initial motivation. It's what gets Goku running out the door before basically anyone catches up to him.
Yeah,
Roshi could get a few words out, and Goku's just bloodlusted.
He even tries to order him to stand down, and he just completely ignores him.
For the first time ever, Goku just doesn't listen to Roshi.
Yeah. The second part of the stakes that it sets up is the backstory with Roshi, obviously. We get to see the stakes build through that. The third thing is Goku's also left for dead. He's not... We can assume he's not dead. I feel we can assume he's not dead. He's left for dead, but he's gonna wake up and be man, that really sucked. That was really... Yeah. That really hurt.
He's gonna wake up, he's hungry, he'll find some food, he'll get home... Then we start plotting revenge, or how to win.
Or whatever,
It's safe to assume we're not going to kill off the main character of the overarching main character of the show right after killing off a pseudo main supporting cast character.
Yeah. We're not just going to drastically shift to this all being about Yamcha. But also, speaking of Yamcha, like if he's top 8 in the world, he's also deathly injured. He's still not fully recovered from his from his leg getting broken
And
4 days ago.
Not controversial to say, he's also not an alien like Goku.
Yeah,
so he's not going to recover from that very quickly.
But this, like, what I'm trying to say is like the amount of people we have that we can throw at this. We've already seen that he's at least like on par with the top 8. Like, not counting the 2 that we don't care about, but at least like the 6 main characters that are fighters. He's comparable, if not stronger than them, and half of them are out of the picture at the moment. So it's like, what are we even doing? Like Jackie's MIA, but we know Roshi's there, so he can help. And we got Chiatsu, we've got Tien, and that's it. Because Yamcha can't help. Yeah, Krillin's dead. Goku's...
Yamcha can like decoy, I guess, like luring him into a trap if if he's that overconfident, which he seems like he might be getting overconfident a little bit here, but like with reason, it's not. I wouldn't just say it's overconfidence. He's very confident. Yeah. But there does come a point in time where you can take advantage of that if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But also, he also doesn't seem stupid, so you probably won't fall for it.
We have 3 characters that are, as far as we know right now, 3 characters that are on par.
Pending Goku waking back up, but he's also got to do a whole lot more than wake up to get ready to fight.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wake up. He's gonna have to recover. He's gonna have to figure out how to get back because Nimbus is gone.
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna do here?
To the knowledge we have, Nimbus is gone.
Yeah, and even like the trivia said that the original Nimbus cloud was destroyed here. Like, this is not one of those like, oh, Nimbus is gone, but
he got blew up by a rocket launcher, so we'll call him back in 30 episodes or whatever.
Yeah. But that just to set it up for everybody at home. Like, this arc, like, the stakes have been risen significantly from the Red Ribbon Army, from Pilaf, which don't even get me started on Pilaf. But, like,
it is the natural progression of a show, though.
Yeah.
To go from, like, Pilaf, who is, for all intents and purposes, baby's first bad guy.
Yeah.
To now, like, if you don't stop this guy, everyone dies. Like Roshi literally says.
Because of Pilaf.
Yeah. Because of Pilaf, which is really funny.
Yeah. Which, I was thinking this, I don't know if you connected it, but what was Pilaf's, like, main goal or main, like, purpose in the movie that we just watched? It was to be there and know how to locate the Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
What is his main purpose right now? Be there and locate the Dragon Balls. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you can locate the Dragon Balls, you get a job. He's the backup quarterback for these villains.
He's like, we can't get the best one in the business in Bulma because
she happens to be a good person, but we can get the second, right?
But you know what? This guy dug me out of the ocean. The least I can do is like keep using him while he's helpful.
Yeah, and Hum Ho promised that I'll let him have some land once I conquer the world.
Yeah, well, like I'll give him like a 1 foot by 1 foot property.
That one is yours.
I'll give him 1 footstep.
Yeah.
So you got to balance on it like a flamingo for the rest of your life. If your foot ever leaves that step, or you put 2 feet on the ground, you lose it entirely, and I kill you.
Yeah. Jumping into the episodes now, like, fully. My first note was Tien being in shock of death is freaking rich. This guy, like, 6 episodes ago was like, I'm a cold-blooded killer. I'm a murderer. He sees death. Oh my god!
I think it just reiterates how, like, quickly, like how correct Roshi was about him. Where it's like, you can't kill. You're not a killer.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
This is a skin of a killer, Bella. Oh no, I killed somebody.
It's like, quit joking with yourself.
Yeah, quit lying to yourself.
You could barely hurt a butterfly.
Yeah. Obviously, when you're fighting and it's within the constraints of rules, you're all down. But once the gloves are off, you're not going to kill anybody.
Don't step on anything.
But I just find it funny, like, thinking about it, where he's like, I'm going to kill everyone. I'm going to kill Goku. I'm going to kill... And then as soon as, like, it's time to kill it, or he sees a dead body, and he's like, oh my god, there's a dead body.
People die when they are dead.
Yeah.
So Krillin's gonna respawn, right?
No, that's not this kind of game,
it's a
buddy.
video game, brother, right?
Nope, not that kind of game, buddy.
Mortal Kombat?
Nope. But my next note is, you thought Goku was mad at death before. Oh my gosh. He is rage. He's full of blind rage and fury.
Like the difference between Bora's death and Krillin's death is that he knew Bora for like a day and a half.
I was going to say maybe like half a day.
Yeah, like I at most probably a day if you're being really generous with the time frames that he shows up and stuff.
Yeah.
He's known Krillin for like 5-6 years at this point.
Something like that.
Give or take. Probably more than that. Like, I took a little set.
Approximately half his life at this point. Like,
he's probably known Krillin more than he actually got to know his granddad.
Yeah. Like, it's about... They probably are... Like, there's the B... Like, you know, with granddad, or BB before Bulma, and AB after Bulma. And those two time points in his life just happen to correspond with... He had Grandpa Gohan, and now he has Krillin.
Yeah. Krillin and Roshi.
And Krillin is, like, far and away his best friend, like, in the whole universe, in the whole world.
Which is funny knowing how they started out.
Yeah, they started out as rivals of sorts. But I also, you know, going back and looking at it, it's like Goku never really thought of Krillin as a rival. Thought of Krillin as his friend. Krillin thought of Goku as a rival. But as they've gotten to know each other, they've become really good friends. They've gone on a lot of adventures together. They went through massive training together.
They've swum away from sharks. They've moved massive boulders.
They fought Blue together.
Yeah.
They fought Pirate Robot together. Like they've been through a ton together. They fought against Fortune Teller Baba's characters together, and now Krillin's gone. Like, you think you've seen Goku mad before. Like, he kind of needs to take a note from Korn from the movie and chill the heck out so he can think clearly.
Calm, Dino-san.
Yeah.
Dino-san, calm.
Then my next note is, no time for jokes, Turtle, get out of here. He's like, next time I'm gonna take a taxi. He's like, Turtle, there's a dead body here. What are you doing?
Obviously, it took Turtle like an extra 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah. But it's like, Turtle, come on, no time. There's a dead body here, man.
Turtle, have some respect, boy.
Yeah. And this is where we get into Roshi's trauma, because he has been through it, you know?
It's like, it's the thing, it's like, I got a string in my pocket. My daddy beats me if I don't finish on my sketty.
I don't know what you're referencing.
It's like a TikTok,
that's a new one.
It's like some TikTok said.
But
like, it's just that where it's like all of a sudden Roshi's like, hey, I got about 12 minutes of exposition. Pull up a chair, and we're about to all be really depressed really fast.
Yeah. So to get into King Piccolo, he was a mad tyrant person who showed up one day and just started wrecking everything
With like a demon army.
with an army of demons, and he's
well, everyone says devil, and then like you pick like Roshi picks up the paper, and then like on like the subtitle reader we have on the Crunchyroll version that we're watching, it says demon. So we're gonna go with army of demons.
Yeah, he's known as the Demon King.
Yeah.
Is what his name, like Demon King Piccolo. And so so he leads an army of demons. He takes over the world pretty quickly, it seems like, destroying everything inside. Except for one temple, and that temple happens to be Master Mutai Ito's temple. And what's so impressive about Master Mutai Ito is that he is also the master for our master Roshi and Shen. Mm-hmm. They were students under his tutelage, and they put up. They're like it seems like the last bastion of humanity at this point. Like, they're the last place that Piccolo hasn't gone yet.
It's basically the last place. It's the last place that has anybody who's willing to fight Piccolo left on Earth. Is kind of how we're led to understand it. So of course, Piccolo is focused on, like, if I can take these guys out, I just get to like own everything.
Yeah. So he rolls up on the temple, and they put up a valiant defense, but they're not able to like fully finish it.
Like Shin and Roshi are able to hold off all of the generals, the rest of the monster army. Like
and the rest of the students also held off a lot of the demons, but they got overwhelmed until it was just Roshi and Shin. And they got lucky with like a deflector reflecting move, and
they got lucky with like They basically used mirror coat
and redirected the energy back at them and knocked them out. But then Piccolo's like, okay, you got past the first level.
Safe
barely.
to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
And so he lands down and immediately like flicks them out, and they're off the table.
Yeah, just like completely wipes the floor with them, and so. Motaito, who's their Dojin leader. He shows up to face King Piccolo, and it's like, oh, he must have beat him right there. Like, no, he got curb stomped so bad that like I healed him back to life, and he's like, I have to take 5 years to mentally prepare myself to understand it. Like, hey, sometimes it's okay to be embarrassed in front of your students as long as you redeem yourself.
Yeah, and so that's where we. Basically, like, that's where we leave him for a bit. As this is going on, Goku's just running angrily and flying at one point on Nimbus angrily towards the Dragon Ball, hoping he picked the right one, which, of course, he did.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he didn't pick the right one because of the way the fight went in the second episode. But to make a long story that's already been pretty long short, Master Mutaito shows up and tells Roshi to come with him. They're going to go take down Piccolo. And Mutaito had learned a new move called the Evil Containment Wave.
Which has a box associated with it. Which is
in this situation, it's an instant rice container.
It's an instant rice container. And they proceed to Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
King Piccolo.
Yeah, they're able to like catch him and throw him into the rice container. Roshi shuts the container and locks it, and Piccolo's done.
And
Master Mutaito dies.
He dies due to the effort needed to chant the incantation, cast into whatever you want to call it.
The energy that he had to spend to capture and push into the container.
Yeah. And Roshi then follows up on his promise and throws it deep into the ocean, where seemingly nobody in their right mind will be able to find it. Well, spoiler alert.
Piccolo found it.
Pilaf found it.
Pilaf found it. Sorry, not Piccolo. Piccolo knew where it was.
And at this time, everyone's like, oh, man.
Well, at least we know there's a move that you can use to beat him, right? And he's like, yeah, but Master Mutaito died.
And this is where we get into like the small little detail in this exposition where Roshi basically drops the bombshell of like, yeah, after Mutaito left that day, like, Shin was never the same. He just became, like, I just saw, like, evil and hate in his eyes.
And so
everyone's like, oh, maybe he let Piccolo out. And it was like, and Roshi's like, Shin might be a bad guy, but he's still got some like intelligence and sense to him. He would not have opened that box.
You may be a bad guy, but that does not make you bad guy.
But you know who is a bad guy? Pilaf.
I mean Pilaf, yeah.
You know who is stupid and probably just opened it up to see if like something interesting was in it? Pilaf.
Yeah, he saw that and was like, "Ooh, Dragon Balls!"
Or saw it was like, "Ooh, treasure!"
Yeah, and all of a sudden there's Piccolo. Also, they don't really explain how Pilaf, if Pilaf knew what was inside the container. Yeah. They seem to make it seem like he went out there willingly and found it to release him. Yeah. But knowing Pilaf, he's just playing it that way for preservation.
It's just as likely that like he just happened to found it. If there's one thing you can say about Pilaf, he's really good at diagnosing exactly what he needs to do to make sure he doesn't die when he meets people who are actually competent and can kill him. Yeah. So it is highly likely that they were just like deep sea diving, saw something interesting, picked it up,
opened it,
thinking there was like gold in it.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, I totally was out there looking for you.
Yeah.
I heard rumors that you might be at the deepest part of the ocean, so I went out there looking. And look, I found you. I'm ready to help you take over the world. Yeah, I'll help you take over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know about the Dragon Balls? They're my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But, right at the time where Pilaf and where Piccolo is expositioning at Pilaf about, I need to take out all the martial artists because they're the ones who trapped me. Roshi's like, oh my gosh, he's going after all the martial art fighters so that he can stop all of the resistance.
He's bald,
yeah.
and he's punishing people who have hair.
Yeah. And then the rest of my notes for this episode is just not a whole lot. It's Goku gets grabbed by the Tambourine's tongue, and I was like, Goku getting grabbed by a wet, sticky tongue-like substance. What else is new? That was in the second. We're in the second episode.
Okay,
now.
let's say.
Yeah. Unless you have more notes.
You just kind of like cut off, and then the last thing I had in this episode, like,
oh, sorry,
like kind of like,
but that's like the last main note I have for the second episode.
Mine was
the
just
rest of it is
brought back Piccolo in the first episode,
and for me is like fun fight, and the gang has to get back to work, and also Piccolo being a great king. Hey, knight, squire, henchman, go do all the work and bring it all back to me, and I'll claim victory. So there's that too in that situation. And so, that's basically all the notes I have. The fight is cool, but there's not much to it. It's just Goku. It's the first fight for Goku against somebody.
I do love the line of, like, never seen someone so bald act so brave.
Yeah.
Again, like, learning that Krillin got killed in one kick, just to kind of reiterate how strong these people that were getting ready to fight are.
Yeah. Which also surprised me, because King Choppa did not get killed in one kick. He got kicked, and he's like, I'm fine. And gets up to fight again. You know? It's just like, what? King Choppa.
I like to attribute that to, finding out that Krillin was, like, fourth and Goku was second. And having just, to his knowledge, killed both of them. Him just kind of playing with his food a little bit.
Yeah, like, whatever.
But then being in front of that, like, all those people, just like, I want to leave and get Pompa, like, immediately one-hitted him.
Yeah. But, yeah, the rest of the episode is mostly the Goku fight, cutting back and giving us more stuff about what is going on with Piccolo. Like, what Piccolo is thinking in the situation, also what Roshi is remembering about Piccolo. It's kind of all intermitted throughout the first two episodes. But mostly the second episode is just Roshi talking about the evil containment wave at the end, like, then being like, we need to go train, Goku's dead. Like, and then they're like, Goku's not dead, and he's like, okay, maybe Goku's not dead, but like, whatever. Yeah, and he's kind of being super, like, pessimistic about it. But it's, comes from a fair point because he has been through it.
I mean, from all intents, from like all estimates we can gather, like, the worst case scenario of what King Piccolo was, probably 50% of the population died of, like, this planet.
Yeah.
I guess
Roshi's not wrong to think, like, what he thinks.
Best case is probably in the 20s to 30s.
Yeah.
Worst case could be 50 to just over 50, like 55, 60.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a reason to assume that, like, Goku is tired. He just finished fighting, like, the tournament. He just ran out
of eat.
Yeah, he didn't even touch his plate because he was so worried about Krillin. Like, Goku is as weak as Goku could almost possibly be heading into, like, go fight this guy with blind rage.
Yeah.
Roshi is
making an educated guess.
Almost right on the money that, like, Goku is as close to death as he's probably ever been in his life. I guess the only other time he's been closer to death is when the Donon Ray hit the Dragon Ball.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're left off in this episode is, like, Roshi and the gang are going to go try to train / figure out a way to beat this guy.
We see Tambourine, like, kill Choppa and Pompa.
Yeah.
So we can assume he's pretty much killed most of everybody else, or is getting ready to start killing.
He's working his way through.
He's going down the list.
Because after he beats Goku, he gets back and King Piccolo says, go kill all the fighters on the list and also get me all the Dragon Balls. Like, yeah. And so he's like, okay, I guess I'll go do that. So we can assume he's just started with Choppa and Pompa for whatever reason they're towards the top, but he's just working his way through. And that's kind of where we leave the episode. So, Jesse, for your predictions. So far, you are on track with the art predictions. You haven't. He does want the Dragon Ball, so you got that one right. We're fighting King Piccolo this saga. Well, I assume so, but we haven't gotten there yet. But like, we're fighting his army. King Piccolo appears. Yes. They fight a bard. No. Is Tambourine a henchman? Yes. But so you went 2 for 3 on your episode predictions. The bard, I just kind of baited you into picking something more out there because you just picked like King Piccolo will appear. They will fight a guy named Tambourine. I bet it's a henchman. You know, like you were making very basic.
I was being very, very safe.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I'd had a rough couple of predictions for the last few episodes, especially towards the end of the tournament saga. So
yeah. All right, Jesse. So episode 104 and episode 105 are titled "Mark of the Demon," and here comes Yajirobe.
What a name! What a name! I want that guy. Oh, is that must be the Funko Pop guy we're getting?
I can neither confirm nor deny, Jesse.
I want to go on a limb and assume that's the Funko Pop.
Or is it Piccolo and I was just lying the first time, Jesse?
Maybe. I don't know. No, like. So what was the first one again?
Mark of the Demon.
That could be anything. I guess maybe like he's recruiting like people to like build his palace or something.
Okay.
And they're all wearing the mark of the demon or something like that. Talking about King Piccolo.
Yeah, King Piccolo is building a palace, and people are wearing his
like the mark of the beast or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Are wearing his mark. Okay, what do you think about here comes Yajirobe?
I couldn't tell you who Yajirobe is.
That's a name you don't recognize, Jesse?
They sound, I was going to say they sound like they're going to be one great bit of time. Like they're going to be fun. So I'm going to guess they're not initially a full-on, they're like an anti-hero-y character.
Okay.
To start. And Goku's the one who meets them.
Okay.
Because this seems like one of those characters Goku would just run into in the middle of like a desert.
Okay. I like it. So there we go. You have King Piccolo is building a palace. People are wearing his mark. Yajirobe is an anti-hero that Goku is going to meet on his path back.
Yeah, at some point in the episode.
All right. So Jesse, with predictions out of the way, what was your worst part of these episodes?
I mean, there's nothing drastically bad because every bit of Goku, like that's fine.
Yeah, the flashback I didn't care.
Like the flashback is a flashback that we haven't ever seen before, so
yeah, and it's important because it's better than Goku saying we've been through all this together. You just show him angry and then what's going through his mind, and the way they show the flashback, it's as if it's like a thought bubble coming out of his head. So in that way, it works with it. You know, like normally flashbacks are like my worst part, but in this one, it just works so well because of all of that going on.
And you can't complain about the pacing because this is what you want out of the first 2 episodes. Like you're setting the stakes, you're kind of showing some characters, showing things. You're getting a bit of motivation from everybody.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I can say that is a worst part would be the fact, like I brought it up as a joke during our part, was Piccolo saying, I'm destroying all the martial artists so that because they were the ones who trapped me, and then hard cut to Roshi being like, that's it, he's going after all the he is back and he's going after all the martial arts fighters because they're the ones who trapped him. It's like, okay guys, come on. Like if there's a worst part, it's that, because it's just what are we even doing?
It's also kind of funny.
I know, but it's like, what are we even doing?
I guess if we're trying to give it something.
If I'm digging for a worst part, that would probably have to be the worst part, just because it's the most whatever, you know.
Who knows? I mean, there's there's solid episodes. There's not much of a floor here.
Yeah. There's also not much of it. Like, the ceiling's not crazy either because, like, coming around the best part, Jesse, what is your best part?
I thought it was fun to see Pilaf, and like, it's not my best part, but like, it's fun to see Pilaf come back even for just a second. Yeah. Like, he gets the last hurrah, because I'm going to assume he doesn't show up much, if at all, in Z. He feels like he's one of those characters that's probably going to... He might show up for, like, the first 10 episodes of Z and then never show up again or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that's what he feels like.
Yeah.
Because, like, Z, I know more about Z than I know the original for, like, many obvious reasons. And I've never, like, seen funny Pilaf moments from Dragon Ball Z. It's like, you don't see that. So I'm assuming he doesn't show up enough.
Okay.
To get, like, a montage like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... I loved all of Roshi's exposition. Like, all that was good. Like, getting to see blonde Launch be, like, pretty, like, for her, like, purposes, pretty emotional.
That's about as emotional as you're going to get. Because, like, she's still angry because she's always angry, but it's like a sad angry instead of just an angry. You know? We got to see a different side of Launch. The sad rage instead of the regular rage. Yeah. For me, though, my best part is probably going to be, like, just us finally getting to, like, Piccolo. Because I really enjoy him as a character.
He seems like
and
a
like
great
the
character.
king. I know we're not to like the Piccolo you know the pictures you have in your head, but like knowing like we're getting there and we're working through like the Mad King part it's just no like I guess my best part is just like seeing him lets me know that we're getting close to this like some of the stuff I really enjoy. That's really a cop out best part, but like there isn't like
it's the excitement.
Yeah, the excitement of oh my gosh, we're getting there now.
I also got to figure out the origins of Piccolo, like who like
because everybody knows like you know you get on.
Everybody knows World's Best Dad Bug Piccolo.
Yeah.
But do you know
Mad King Piccolo?
As because the U.S. are warming up right now on the TV that I can see from here. So it just makes me think of like the Clint Eastwood. You don't know where I'm from, dog. Yeah. You don't know where I'm from. Where he's sizing up Micah Richards.
Yeah.
in the Premier League, he's like, you don't know where I'm from.
Yeah.
He's about to beat him up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess like my other thing as a best part would be the emotions from Launch. That really was nice to see.
It's nice to see. It's nice to see like she actually legitimately cares.
Honorable mention is the Goku running off in a fit of rage in the flashbacks as a thought bubble.
Yeah, like these are good flags. Again, we only really hate the flashbacks when it's stuff that like we've already seen
or they've just done recently. But like this one, it's a lot of times the flashbacks that I really don't like is the flashbacks where they're showing it and they're also telling it at the same time. This one, Goku is so angry he can't talk, and so and the way they frame it on the screen is a thought bubble of what he's thinking of, and so like in that way it works. You know, it works a lot better, even though we've seen a lot of these scenes before. Like it just works better in this situation because first of all, you feel the emotion. The music is playing there too to like build the emotion that he's having. So it all just flows naturally into like okay, no, he's like really mad right now, you know? And so like that is my honorable mention. I don't know if we ever got a best part from you yet, Jesse.
I think I said like kind of just like the Roshi like
yeah, but you kind of just said like that's like the first episode. Like you basically just said my best part was the whole first episode.
I like getting more backstory and characters.
Yeah.
I legitimately think Piccolo's like already like just what we've seen like his backstory seems intriguing.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool. I like the Ghostbustering.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to pick anything because like as the first time viewer, all this is just fun.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll let you cop out there because I did throw out like 3 answers. Yeah. So,
I'll take whatever those 3 you don't care enough about or whatever. I don't know.
So with that, I guess thank you guys so much for listening. We'd love to have you download, subscribe, rate, review, leave a 5-star rating if that's your prerogative. You can also reach out to us at becomingsaiyans@gmail.com or on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Becoming Saiyans Pod. And until next week, I've been Truman.
And I've been Jesse.
And the journey continues.
Bye!